Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Auburn Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he is taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
During the week, you've got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Finding some room. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route. And it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Taylor wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The short hands, it's Evans. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gonna look downfield again. Bringing the heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff, fluff Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
Taylor wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Splits the uprights. Good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Cobb. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shug Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Finds his man. It's Nimrod. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an up.
Fires into traffic.
God, this man threw the fucking ball,
He'll try
bro.
to take it back. Inside the 10, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldog! This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Block,
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time
Bro,
make it even
what
bigger
the fuck?
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense. Not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going on the sideline.
Oh, this
really
shit
nice
here, bro.
job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The run inside. It's Cobb. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try it again. Could be an alley. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's Evans. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Wants to keep it in the air.
Oh,
Pulls it in. It's Cotton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him and got him on the ground too quick.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Taylor wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
yeah.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And there just has not been a lot to write home about this year for this football team. Offensively, defensively, or even on special teams. Just not a lot of bright spots this season.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That was a really nice throw down the field. This is a quarterback who prides himself on his downfield accuracy, and that's a play they desperately needed here. Not a lot of time left at the end of the first half, but that big completion now puts them in range to score some points here at the end of the half.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football.
Bro, these games so full of shit, bro.
Oh my gosh, how do you drop that throw? My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Brown will throw it. They're working that left side. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now the Tigers will take their final timeout of the half. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. He's got it. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room.
Oh, let me take control of the fucking man, dog.
Here in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, down the stretch.
Middle of the fucking field, wide open, and they won't let me cut the ball up.
Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Huskies looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more. Breaks into the open. The 40.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. And that one will give them the lead.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Brown wants to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Damn, I fucked that up.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. He needed one, and he's going to lose one instead.
Man, what a job keeping your eyes on your key. It's so easy sometimes when they run those RPOs to get a little bit lost with your eyes, to come up, play the run. Nice job seeing the ball thrown. He's got his guy, makes the tackle, and gets the big 4th down stop.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Running to got a little grass. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
Brown wants to pass. The short hands, it's Eccles. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they turn it into a defensive score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Brown will throw it. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense.
Looking for a big play. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Slithers into space. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Mississippi State going up tempo. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this. Making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. Could not make his way to the corner. You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Eccles. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, so we're down a couple of possessions. A nice job getting the first down, but this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Runs through a man. He might have some space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got a man, it's Cotton. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Taylor wants to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it, and he's brought down after a nice game.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, forces the incompletion.
Looking to throw again. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Taylor wants to throw it. Makes a connection. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Final timeout called by the Tigers. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as as they have a first down at the 37. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Clock is stopped long enough to move the chains, but they've got to get lined up and lofts one high and deep. He's got it right down the field. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that is incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. From the gun.
Fucking go, dude.
And they moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down, they kept chopping wood, they found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it.